bono no mapa onsima aduasa ensia Adinkra na multimedia New York na oguso a utie yamamu nyina adwo enumre yatrase asizo asane Adinkan ka kire mo no. This is our favorite political evening show yatrase political bench so enumre no na Ghana maimun sensem na yina yebesi nkonwa na yadwendwe ho. Na midide kwabana Akuoko Kwarteng. This is a maiden edition ewo Adinkra multimedia New York. Enti mo a enwumre mo hwe ewo Bronx. Mo a mo hwe ewo Brooklyn. Mo a mo hwe ewo all the boroughs ewo New York ha and even beyond USA. Yama mo nyina adwo enwumre eba Adinkra political bench so. Na meme ho ye, menim se mo nso so mo ho ye. Ghana this year mo hwe yen nyina no ayemfa konya nso na no atorentem kese a eto o my Ghana nsu a eto ya ema sebi brichie kese ball Ghana nipa bebre ho kan no yema abusua no nyina omo a wade sie fi omo yema omo nyina yakọ ama omo nyina hyede na yasre twedi ampo nyame se obeto aso acheche more na yasre Ghana mpanifo so betimi aye niema ye na ne a esi ye kofa asa oye ne bae no ebi ensebiam anyway ya kan se awie no na oman kronkron America ye woman so efinsia ahenu aduno 250 years and oman no enya enra utie omampani Donald Trump o say America oman ya enyini ye pa e wo wiase enti on that note no ye wo krom ha enemo amwo echichire bente nyina no ye ma nyina ye ho tiri nkwa na yasre nyame so obeto so na washira America man na se nhyira ne bi aka ma nyina na bi nso aka ye man Ghana enumre sane Adinkan ka kire mo no ye bepa mo che no se ye hyase no nan na bibi kakra bebo mu ntiafe na yesi nkonwa your special guest enumre the MPP chairman war New York America enim se monim se state ni nyina no ye MPP etetena fo mu a omoboa party no edwumadi na omoboa ma party no ntoto ye ekoso mene chairman Frank Antwi ono MPP chapter ye war New York titrani na ye besi nkonwa nwumre na yabo enkomo watena sidada nti menche ho no mamema nakwaba na memisa ne se nimpom etesei obetimi join here live ewo Facebook na wa share ma unuan so enya bi ya share. This is Adinkra multimedia New York your political bench and yatena sei nyame ya adomo a memenda bia bo no nan kosi no nsia obehia wa ha na ye nyina ka bom adwendwe o my Ghana mamema nakwaba na menhwe se nimpom etese jaman akwaba na tese
me wo ye Akuoko
bibia boko de
nyame adom me wo ye pa
efie boko
bibia boko ewa ha de bibia boko na Ghana na eja oyene na the way Ghana for atwa because of nyama esiwo me ana 2 weeks ago na me wo Ghana because di jumedie bi na insua na etotototo me na me kametro me koye 1 week mentimi anhoro me ka answer am back because insua na to ne ateche monka ne ade ani na muntimi kra no wa horo ka ene se me de ba ya kese pa no e ba ya hwere nkwa na nipa dodo bebre adane refugees wo mu angasa wo mu krom Ghana. It's a very sad event na yama womni na yako yamom na yako
chama yebeshe nkomo na say extensively mene MPP New York chapter on chairman na ebedi nkomo numre ye no ebekati across enti se o adwentre o nsusuye bi o questions bi a ye be ma opportunity of Facebook na o the questions na we number ye be kan ni nyina e de amawo chama America 250 years ye wa ha de ye se wani tuamu a na ye dija oba won sademu a ye dija wani ye e den na obeka
America 250 years beautiful it's a very great nation na ya no mo masem bi o mo kan na ye me fe na mba betina krom so me say no kre almost say the land of the free because of the brave so ehunu omo eni eden omo akukudro na eji oman esi ho eno nti na fa hodie ewo up to date 250 years omo ho ahe ha wo mom de niam atoto akwa mu bibi e kokan obi enim de America strength te ama ye ni na yetimi aba ene ye dia dance na me pese ye mfato yen de very young. Next year in Ghana, you be 70 years. There is a benchmark. You bet me free amama my says America. Na memfa emma efutu. Say ne bi munya akukudro mkasaye. Sa na was Ghana. Yanso emma kwan na akukudro for ekasa. Free speech a very important and integral part of democracy. And tina was say wamu biem na wamon tatai obia opese okana asem so what I say na eno no ena de fa hodie aba America for etimi eka so futu a me nam 250 years is America e dey my Ghana eno no
okay what kind of free speech asemi ba men shas ye emfa nkomo free ho do you think say o compare kebamin kebia America mine kremu any baby or maybe do 250 years. Now they compare if ye in Ghana and then near my Koso or MMWA. As MPP chairman, will you say free speech in terms of politics? No, Munyano sa to Senia or Senka Munyano no.
Debbie, Yanisa, and a very sad Yanisa cry. And I'm that's will be sad question because they were, and you know, who said your Koso or my woman. And then the president was Donald Trump. Donald Trump 1, Donald Trump 2. Why name him? Tweet. There be another president is sooner or rebate and responded to and the man called for Ekafano. The president himself.
Okay.
Because of free speech.
Okay.
Some say no say because Sawa Yamai. Yamai mu corner so ko kanse manano. Abranti be a friend of Baba Mando. And the Yano Kai, Caricature to Ebi. And your man so comes all the way from Bono to Accra, and then corporation crying in baby at the Nakwakoshe. Adia ye trimu did that our mind. There was a time I knew afraid be criminal libel law. Me wa ho no mo ache say unti mean yes and man can say and and it was because of the military rule. Once the military film where by Rollins and because of that they even have indemnity clauses entrenched in our constitution just to protect them.
So, remember what was about free speech goes with responsibilities.
Of course.
Yes, say ya ma okwenya say utimi na ntiko babia no chese ko ro bi dem. Baba Amando asema okrai. Do you think say looking at the presidency any need ya de mano no o ye MPP chairman it is MPP aban na Nana Danko Akufo na na president and can you hear no ka hora ko be
no na anya sir
me say Baba Amando de o ye na o se caricature keto abi no say MPP aban na was or no ne president na was so will you do that to or no ne president
o can say no na say yes you bet makase na na do face the same thing mekai emrantie bia omo wie free SHS they did videos on TikTok near there na omo kasetia the president okay Ghana Education Service cry issue a statement say omo person they wanted to reprimand them omo person omo diom kotum cry so they don't write the WAEC wasi and Nanado on Rankasa issue statement to them, call them to others. No, Munja de Omonko in the spirit and letter of free speech.
Okay.
It's very important. You don't do that, you gotta be careful. So yes, sir. Because esa ucha and idea ye tremu de da azomino and our old deba. Na yen in house yen say MPP no yaba ako yasamba ako NDC most of my ba so many years yeah in 70 years yeah can next year babedi munko amadi be 30 years
okay
so enti no monim say most mutimi koba one day power is transient enti the frun sa na say call aban foforo nsam a wo pese ye dibidi wana ne ka say dibidi wana party ben na wo Ghana oto ayampia esen NDC and say ye bese sa wo ni na kogum
okay Unini is as a political party, more opposition. We are MPP chairman, and I'm stressed at this point. I'm more person mo ba by mo. Sa akunya no mo pese na mo flag bearer. Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Sa akunya kese no mo mpaye ne se obekwa akotena so na wabe Ghana mampanyin no. Don't you think say John Mahama na also no matter what does he dey need man no?
any dear bia except Tebiano, Yadema or Mampeni Yura, John Dramani Mahama. Meni say, obeti me a pinpoint, Obia or MPP Moa. Waka near a broso cry yenti bida. Say, Obi a catcher any president of coming from the NPP Dankwa Muzia Dombo tradition. I'll give you a typical example.
Where Okoye president picture na why no kodobesia na waboniti aboniduku asena somade.
Akuoko what kromo e den na unze ya Donald Trump da. E den na unye. Na anu kra kro benso Bangladesh. Sebi. So when una on your message new video. Sebi. Adia womode eye toto no ho because of ne unique hairstyle. Womode adia no kra akopie zoo mano da sumna so mpese meka ne ensese yeka. But he knows that he hasn't responded to it. So when na me ma typical example na ma hu say sa ekuo we omuzu ban no kufuo a time na your friend there was a program I know you know my friend the People's Assembly.
Okay.
I had to say town hall on one kasa down Asia like electoral area and I said no adane no assemblyman.
Okay.
So per se otie ensemo a ewo ase wankasa na enye ne ono nko ani MPP fo etwa no ho share report said man he wanted to go down and get reports and there was an instance, one of those episodes, na Abrantia B was Firebrand, Canadian Pan, your friend Dr. Asenfofro. Yes, Dr. Asenfofro. Okay. Or because me share that episode live. Or Bekani was okay. Yeah, I'm a national security for never on crown. Now all they needed was say you better press a button so they pick him up. But Kufo say womunyano.
Okay.
Or can be a obi or share ye will attest to what I'm saying. No we na okoko do fie no. The first call onyaye was a private number. Na the answer because that program on me it's me call H3. And what pick here. Opeke was in whiny. Was it on my penny John Ejekum Kufoni. Why no we din or phone or so. Hey, now you ready about somewhere. Ono kra do himself some okay kan yenti no eja ye ba be ye no bibia ensem fata and was oh me pese me hwese wadru fi asomdue mo was say ane wadru fi and was say eno ano no ne ohia bia no obetimi reach out to him. You see, that is a sign of a very good leader. And after that it changed the way Dr. Asenfofro saying na no ohunu President John Ejekum Kufuor all the way to time after Yantin in Kebi. Mtiminia, free speech is very important.
On Tiase, Nyaminfa ne crazy.
Oh, Nyaminfa ne crazy. Nyaminfa ne crazy.
Chama, me misa specifically. Beba your main conversation, no. But when the US 250 years anniversary, Edina Yedinko. As I find what join us live on Facebook, Adinkra Multimedia New York, and Yesin Kuna, and Mene Chairman Frank Antwi, where MPP. New York Nkrabata titreni dima osunu kukurukwa manyoko MPP na esinko da memedi de kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng enumre yatena se wo Adinkra political bench so na ye nyina ye adwuntwe o my Ghana ho obetimi do adwuntwe aba Facebook o de ba just join us Adinkra Multimedia New York o de ba e bekin kan ama o chama se no ananya enen so na enye ndema bia sipen a guide yese nea esi ya sebi ye nia ne ho no etuyefo em ye ne ye papa entro so nkosi da ben na ye beka se o enye me party na wa ban mu me opposition member eti me mfa ho ne ne ameka kire omampani no so no yese free speech nti awsa me de nanim tuturi form ye nye nkosi da ben
and I was say to try.
Okay.
And I was there to try. But free speech here. Send your person canon. There was a thin line. Okay. Everybody should be guarded by. Free speech will always be part of our democracy. No, in Pempenswa Obekasa Marco Drew. Ama Yebekasi Betchwasu because one can ye. Another impunity. Obi feel say and say what can asem. And internet was say or foul where a crime business was what they find. That is what we have to be careful with.
Okay.
Now free speech here. Akuoko form. People have to speak their minds. That is integral part of democracy, I said.
Well, I feel your main conversation, so officially, my main Akwaba.
It has been here, and I want to say.
Na Mimisa say MPP New York chapter. To say, what I want today. Maybe sir in general, so to say, in the context, some share more activity. Nemo to say.
Ebradia dum NPP New York NPP New York has always been the backbone of NPP USA, which NPP USA we all know it's the largest and the most vibrant external branch of the NPP. And since NPP New York is the largest contributor to the success of NPP USA, it tells you how important and how pivotal we are in the realm of affairs. It's, New York, MPP US in Angasana, Hania incorporated in New York. The first bank account crowd was opened here. The name NPP USA. Nini na Hanumana free and a core. And that spirit has always been with the foundation. And to Obeka Ukraina, last year, August 23rd, New York chapter, you see, New York NPP USA as a group in Angasano, celebrating 30 years anniversary. Okay. 3 years before year celebrity and we are the only, I would say, external chapter of all the external branches in the world for the NPP. New York chapter and Otimi Ejina and also say on also a anniversary as celebrity our successes and honor our forebears or more etritwa sana to one more and ama yedru baby yedru and the flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Baumia was there as a special guest and Dr. Educhum was there. I think we invited all the presidential aspirants. No more to show up and no. So it tells you say New York area there obianim say New York there. One more abrewati no. And we have a lot of activities. So but one thing I like about New York is say they are not competing in a chapter. They love to see growing together with sister chapters. And chapter BIA you will feel an element of New York over there. For example, 2025, NPP USA inaugurated 3 new chapters: Tampa, Florida chapter, Michigan chapter, and Washington, Seattle chapter. New York, me, and Yamame as Antwi. On quite this one where branch women organizer in it was so, but me was the only chapter chairman. Me call me and Sanina. Nina and your call because some who New Yorker it encourages them and I conswa they will allow you to speak with them to encourage them as a new chapter. So you share the challenges might go through for the past 33 years with them. No more who say trust sasana almost omit my day. By and large, New York chapter dear any gun any nano. Yamiadum. Yeguso and Niema Ebuapa. We've served here and Ayaba Bayamuswa. Namia Yadum. They tap into the knowledge and experience of some of our members, and then we serve in Ghana too. For example, is our former first vice chairman, Dr. Kwame Ajimambudu. So nimna. Yeah, Ofri Hanumana Okoye, deputy CEO for ECG. Subsequently. Obey the substantive CEO, MD, sorry, substantive MD. And my boss, Dr. Kwesi Champon, the former chairman, Onona Medina there. On Sufiha, first he became the board chairman for Ghana Standards Authority, and then he was moved to head Maritime Hospital in Tema as the CEO. And a couple of them are betting me Abu. So New York, there, any Ghana Ninano, your boy Homoding at the Boa Party.
Okay, so I feel no journey. This is a Adinkra political bench, and yatana say Adinkra multimedia in New York. Mamintia omo a share e Bronx, mo share e Brooklyn, mo share e Long Island, and all the boroughs. I feel mo share Worcester, and America maybe I will share biano. Yɛma mo nyinaa adwo de ba Adinkra political bench so. Yɛne chairman a wɔyɛ MPP Amanyɔkuo Titinani ɛwɔ New York ha ɛna ɛdi nkɔmmɔ anwummerɛ yi. Ɛnti ka kyerɛ wo nua sɛ this is the best political show anwummerɛ biara memenda. Ɛnti mo ne yɛntra na baabi a wɔ biara na wahyɛ ama wo nua nso anya bi ahwɛ. Me ne chairman Frank Antwi ɛna yɛsi nkonnwa a yɛbobɔbɔ nkɔmmɔ kakra. Chairman ma memisa wo simple na mo party activity bɛn na ɛwɔ mo nim sesei menim sɛ wɔ executives ne bi hwɛ o mo wɔ dwumadie bi a mo bɛdi because menim sɛ national de aba sɛ mo yɛ mo elections so far mo ntotoyɛ no te sɛn then ɛwɔ mo nim.
Okay, so far before my by elections chapter nankasa our activity ɛda yɛ nim as a chapter to help rebuild the chapter's base and by and large to keep on adding numbers to the chapter Ebema NPP US's numbers when I became the chairman, one thing I know a woman is so a membership drive say you be a members because I believe say ejuma we do numbers na dey do and our hanomwa ade ba kwa betimi aye pan dey aboa party in Ghana is to raise funds and resources to help and I betimi raise funds as well if be the law of large numbers more doors one and yenzum we the teku we the capre at the back mo betimi enya sikabia emodu anaze mo betimi pool resources emodu na betimi ada koboa. So I've always believed in adding numbers one more carry one don't believe in the ideology and it's been very successful. The numbers are there. We've created 2 satellites. We have a Brooklyn satellite and we have a Bronx satellite. Goes to be brave. Swana, didn't come on screening and advice. So and then they join the main chapter. So now I need to say, baby, to say Brooklyn. My predecessors advised him and said Brooklyn has been a virgin market. They try to break, but for some reason I couldn't number. And then I said, oh, okay, why not? I'll try and see if I can do something about it. So I visited there, I think, 7 times. And then I yet me put some numbers together. And then we had the first meeting in October 2023, I think. Yeah. So it was beautiful. And ever since, Brooklyn has been there as a unit under the chapter. Na me adoma. And let's see. I was a mega picnic at Brooklyn, your baby Prospect Park. Na bibintino yentimi ya postpone call August 15 and then kenenka menyasho se metina anka ye honum den just say it's in collaboration with Loyal Ladies kwabna apia mpofo. Okay. Loyal Ladies is a collaboration, big one. I just say.
Oh, Virus.
Yeah, Virus.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, huge one. They do on after, and then I think we will release the new flyer and the my boy and here because Ghana for Brooklyn pa. Okay. And you call hon muswa o mahonki kano. Yeah. BBI or Bronx. Okay. I know many nani to me, but a bit to me, but they travel all the way. And I was of the notion say, oh, why didn't I DBI? I was say, yeah. Ghana for so horny at least young sweet me and call honum no more who say almost one more call for happy between us. So we've been there back and forth a year near or parties be private events to be near there. We show up and then it's really building. It's beautiful. You register be brave with us and there is much more. Time not only do I know say we will have huge numbers because someone to turn August 15. Or Prospect Park. Okay. The flyer will be out. Tinabana waboy. Wow, TME be no. I know why just come and party. There will be giveaways free. There will be T-shirts. There will be never be bribe giveaway. There will be games. There will be serious membership drive, and then there will be surprise appearances. Some artists will pass through and all that. Okay. Yeah.
Yamra mo internal elections and so. Minimum party no say more call electronic registration in terms of membership. And more diaspora. Amanone, how are you relating with the party executives at War Accra and now more Ghana no Sebeya registration of membership no be obi wo Bronx ha be obi wo Brooklyn be or Staten Island be obi wo ha obetimi anya sa mo party card new one sa mo ye no. How are you doing it?
External branches there a year na because of baby a wo mo ete ene mre wo ho ene the way wo mo ye mo niema the peculiarities over there a year party ma ho kwan say omo timi ye omo bylaws.
Okay.
Bylaws it is largely advised to say it will be aligned with party in the constitution, but of course ain't mean like a straight jacket we could crew the rim because maybe a different kakra from Ghana. For example, they say dues. So Ghana for 8 year 2 CDs near there. Ghana over actually British or US so not 2 CDs.
Okay.
Yeah, so there will be some disparities and is allowed. And one more share and that is the main reason here. Party elections on the on can say branch to say region.
Okay.
Our Ghana and a chapter to say constituency. And the other thing uncle one can say that regional elections in the whole Ghana and most across the world to be any branch elections because we are region. Unto me and and also Becca say that constituency elections, all chapters across the globe. It was almost more constituency now. Dates vary because more the way monto year near there, baby all crying almost free in person meeting. Me enya dodoana more in person, but we are online no more and it's allowed. Maybe we say echo and near the end how busy schedules are members abroad day and because of that for example this year there was a standoff impasse kakra besin ya say there namya domabrewa poma efikwemu. Now there was a little conflict with guidelines about from Ghana. Now ebe govern your internal elections.
Okay.
Near ekoso Ghana no. Now any dia ebe koso ewahano. There was an attempt saying say the guidelines about from Ghana no. It was a noana musomudi ye juma ewa amanone. And of course NPP USA being the largest external branch, more numbers be brain. This year I'm year registered yakasi year to about row no so no. I'm coming number 861 or something. You can't compare that with maybe to say UK, Belgium, Spain, France, and the idea. And of course, USA will always want to satisfy its members. And and then maybe one now the banner say almost no that was what happened. Even led to a suspension of our elections and all electoral activities from Ghana. And but still painful to drink edited in Comoa. And we had an emergency back meeting, Yaka Beka branch executive committee. Just a branch executives together with all the chapter chairs and the forming committee. We had an emergency back meeting, or more share the updated or the agreed guidelines govern your internal elections, so the chapter elections and the branch elections. I think I'm in a chapter general meeting but what I was saying is a conference.
So when you say Adinkra political bench there, near the mom, who say the winner was and can you
no, administratively that wouldn't be right. So and Rana, my secretary now announce we will have an emergency leadership meeting Ochina. I was thinking but because of holiday people are with their families in Ochina. And after Ochina then we will have a general meeting. Na no yeah they are tuja. But obi otm bia na bia na so mukeka no. What I was saying is answer na be call a conference. Branch conference na yato chapter ewie
okay
na yato branch nenso
okay
enti yako conference
okay
na yako release results of the branch
okay
na ya swear in the new branch officers
okay
and I can assure them say you better conduct chapter elections
okay
and the branch elections before the conference I be happen July 24th, 25th, 26th.
Okay. And conference July 24th, 25th, 26th. I will find.
Massachusetts, Worcester.
Okay.
Yeah, Anthony, you invite him in
okay.
And crowd they are you kind of delegates, but not delegates in Kwa. MPP, Nibia or US, maybe our person, baby, you just have to register.
Okay.
Later on, I will share with you. Now, me about there will be a whole lot of people. Right?
Okay. Abo nonsiapa unsima ensia. Adinkra political bench na numre yene chairman Frank Antwi esinkodwa MPP New York chapter ono na yetitire ni na yene no edi nkomo na safe na wodwane ya live on Facebook Adinkra multimedia New York na wahya ma onua nso enya bi ahwe yede aseda kese emma bibiko travel agency ose yenka nkyere bo numre se opese otukwan na okọ baabi a okọ no kodu bọkọ na okodu won so asombejo na obenya baabi ada na ohu atowa na bibiko travel agency omo ena de obekọ baabi a okọ bia hotel reservation ena opese omo ye ana se o take it out tukwan na opese omo ye ana anything about country bia no na wahwehwe omo kira kwan omo number no 646 288 1959 646-288-1959 646-288-1959 Bibiko Travel Agency no omo de obekọ ama bibia ekama somebody mu Jupe app and one say obe download na onso so wadi asase do juma Jupe app no papa obe use Adinkra promo code na wa download na bibia ekama and afei Arcas organic mixture and onso so say ohia bia obia no ya de bebrel ofre 9178363 155 9178363 155 afei dish out African food services and one is over download app no unya call say we use iPhone or say we use media bio omo frɛ no dish out African food no one say wa download na bibia kama ma me chairman to one common so na me kai mo say me din de kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng. This is Adinkra political show political bench and enumere one on one ye ne chairman edin komo no me kai mo say NDC and CPP and other political parties in penifo so 8 year and ye ne chairman edin komo na me yadoma next week ye ne NDC one branch war New York ha enso so chairman ebichia na yene no so edi nkomo afewi any other political parties. Every political party is welcome to this show na yenyina nkambom enwendwe niema ho na bibia enye kama chama memra nkomo no so se wo ho na wote se MPP egu by 2028 there na MPP na egu na mo party no na ayeka. How do you feel as a regional how do you feel as chairman branch kesiye to say New York chapter chairman edema MPP na bra wo bra mu bom homode mu ye picnic akesiye mu members say do mu so wo ho a tie so by 2028 the MPP party no na go. How do you feel? Is that what sansam na?
Oh, sansam ne die me me fama adwene enkoza MPP de be de egu MPP there be ensida
specifically in say omo e kan no kire say say yala ncheremati frame no wakwa kwatini UP party the base for no so eboabo omo ho allegedly bidum che so omo ye de akohye kan de Japan ni munyam ebi so che so allegedly ke bi akan na tetre ebi so da bi se kan pe won pe base for no say omo de kwa akohye ne kon officially kan de Japan mekan ejibi mo we kire observers worried say okay Alan Koye no e wo mu say election 2024 results no the percentage there no na said that insignificant but the beer percentage in elections so the bekan MPP de ho a enke boa mo it is ekoba say the base no so etime egeda momentum ne gina de nan so na say yam pass Kennedy so ne be free mu dia na say by 2028 MPP na go obeka ne say
MPP. Akuoko, what am I saying?
I'm more sure the first time. Yeah, I'm because I have been, but Akuoko na minimum no.
What am I saying?
Akuoko no. Tell me,
Where the biggest joke? I'm at to say MPP. Na party etimi as survive and overcome the trenches the wilderness near womb for about 30 years in opposition. Yetimi Babe renewed power in 2000. Then you will be able to make baby as MPP. Sebi party egunu any amkrekre party o. Well, eno kra still be a survive. Party anipa baako timi's original business because it's sole proprietorship. It in one park no who are no than a party co. So
okay.
Yes, ebina to near yenim be ebiato CPP ebiato PNC NDC any party waiting me as survive to date. NDC creating me as survive. Now NPP anka yebeka say sheni padodo any Akuoko any tribes ethnic groups are boom etimi forming NPP. It is multifaceted. Then it because the MPP begu because of electoral woes yes 2024.
I'm okay can be on to say
no.
By 2028 NPP.
By 2028 na NPP jina ne naso MPP jina brane. Okay. By 2028 because of enyama yehu ene enkomobi aye tete ene encranches sembia ebimu edi mayen no say by 2028 na ejina brane. What is happening? It's normal. Obia go through that. There will always be productive curve no ekwa na abafom. Well, a crash here. That is when you take your time and put pieces together, put your act together. Oh, baby, more energy na ya ode bano. Anu wedding keke. Baby, abu babu baby, din abu babu baby. Dodo na MPP mu na no mu free. Na ne den say obe take steps to bring them back. You can do that. So 2000 MPP about power. One was in a party no more chair from 79 but the party came back to power.
Okay.
Came back to power. Strong unity.
2000 honor me for me so asem based on analysis and discussion aye. Omo ye political architect. Omo ye political history for and now omo follow politics. Enim say anytime be opposition party person oba be mu bia no mu hianka bomo. A lot of people up to now that so dream say 2000 elections and I'm go sit no ten ho e ko ten party ntino and contribute to Boamba MPP to me babemo under President Kofo. Ebi mu fi say MPP mu defeat and kugu a mu di 2024 elections no. Ala na free party no ko ten ho and niam bi e course no e affected party even though say there were a lot of factors nya no nko I contributed to my defeat. Going for 2028 Be movie say mon kabo mono as a party no him kakra. That is why me builders me this hard and buy. Until we did 2000 by example say 2028. Basic for no why or mo person mo to mo free mo party dem no. Officer still an MPP is a party a mbetimi akoko na modin kodim die modin kodim said ye mo hu mo pe no.
Okay. So 2000 how can I say anything? You betimi free ona yeah boboba. Okay. NDC for a dim could go 2000 and you go to town free. Not Ghana for Nana or my bread. They were tired of the tyranny and oppression of the NDC that time. You know, well not my anymore I should do. Untimi Kasa. No BS true. So the culture of silence and the intine dubois hemo and it's original that time and in penyophobia genomenaso. Then say at the end free speech I was saying call for Cow Madrid Freedom of Association. There has to be divergent views. Obeti me a quality in a decision making. And you know, I was say you have to allow other people to speak, other people to discuss issues on the table. Because of mine and your party in Kwane, so and no crown yet me by ya winnie now NDC for a free so 8 years on my back.
Okay.
NDC eguye.
Okay.
Eguyana me bizao.
Engu NDC engu.
Engu. Okay. 2008 mobile power. 2008 no mobile power no so no. Now you know after 30 years I say ba bem. 8 years in government. And Kofokra comfortably and safely were comparing Kufuor's 8 years with Rawlings's long rule.
Okay.
So not just say not Ghana for Japan, the way Kufuor and Niyama, the way he conducted himself personally, and the way Nana Mamu ete. A honor now betty Metro Mass, your friend say Metro Bassisi, or betty Coco Mass Sprain, Obete NHIS, Stadium or OCC.
Okay.
4 stadium. I can see. She acquire or and then I can say capitation grants, she free maternal care, you know, and then I Ghana for home with that. And Obaba ye. Nini na chino. After 8 years. I know na then an him. And to come an MPP 8 years. You know. As I Ghana for I say, okay. Why be a
okay.
Monko. Na yanko no so no man can say yen try another party.
Okay.
Almost uncle father than by NDC. 2009. That why not you shocked that time? That campaign, I was directly involved in that campaign. And any time I be discussed 2008, I am my passionate. Akufuado's campaign team, Eastern Region.
Okay.
I was the youngest member of the campaign team, Ankasa.
Okay.
And you know, because I was the personal assistant to the Eastern Regional Chairman, Yao Moabing, Yao Jicha Moabing that time.
Okay.
That time, the 27 constituencies, is it 33? All the 27 constituencies, your reports near the internet, near my course near the end. Me hunini na minia, na air one. Say, we near Tua Bay. Make I Eastern Regional Office, Gofodia. Me boss a Frank Monko for DJ near the Omo for Mississippi. You know, be kind of see him say, we into the to say, you be boom palma a month for your money. Now celebrity and continue with it. And we lost.
Okay.
So I've no been to say, hey, baby, nai. Ghana was a mompe. Anyway, you're by anything. I don't compare this in Azambia for another 8 years. Another 8 years.
Okay.
And Sana, I'm going for party baby. I'm going to say MPP inside anything.
Okay.
And Samra. At 2016, Kugu NDCD over 1 million votes lost. They've been see that.
Okay.
They've been see the history of our politics and elections in Ghana. They've been see that.
It is our honor to say opinion polls and go for your Ghana. I'm but I will be specific now. More why CEO, South PK NDC, possible flag bearer, Ombeyino, in the person of Ebia, Chairman John Sedun Ketia, Ato Forsen, Eric Opoku, Haruna Idruso, Professor Jenana Pokwajimai, and Jiros Debra, Chief of Staff. List Omode Benina, possible successors of President Mahama. What's your opinion, Puso? Omu Bia Betimia BT, more candidate. Elijah Dr. Mahmoud Bomia. You as chairman at the MPP or New Yorker. How do you feel?
Now I'm saying you be do a hormone so. Until Mamma Quine Ramen build a Imbra. You see 2016 NDC. NDC for ya Ghana for no form about 2018. After almost a month and be we cried more almost over 1 million votes. Am I in some babe? It's yes, some babe, more yes, I equi. Votes are Lucy over 2 million. What does it tell you? It tells me that the voter pattern maybe we have to study critically. Now, Yembisa question be say, what would you take? I be my Ghana for I say. You be my party be a third term. Because that decision na Ghana for collectively taking effective will be after 8 years.
Okay.
And to be bisa say, hey, na Ghana for nankasa kra na we be and I don't person mote. And the beka say, "Oh, the win 8 years, me for 4 years in count."
Okay.
Because eniema now 2024, eniema Nanado Danko Akufuado, any Dr. Baumia, regardless of the flaws, leadership be out on the floor. I just say, you haven't been matured enough to engage in such a conversation. And I'll because the leadership be over in your floor. Leadership be out on the floors. But share the positives. And Niama abine a year, and also not a BNC da. So, baby, to say, Chakwanya abine oko highways, roads and highways for websites. In the 8 years of NPP government under Akufo-Addo, roads ABNC da. Not even former George Rawlings 19 years rule Grano Timi ABNC da. Then now I'm say there should be to say free SHS ABNC da. And Kwarteng in Nanko school over 5 million kids and a benefit ABNC da. As after 8 years. When we see there, share AstroTurf.
Okay.
Now, no, not damn quick. You buy an AstroTurf, say, we're gonna buy 5. You can buy 150. And I hear AstroTurf, I hear my for. You hear my mebunu. Because Yenim say, we were born with athletics.
Okay.
So, and we have to create the infrastructure for that. I remember no bobo was as I say grad over no community no so no entino nene now to build the youth agenda 111 I na ho nsem mo mkeka o mo kan no mo kan aferi na aferi na nko na wa Antwi I don't mo nka trade I no mo nkan for recruit aban ya oba ya otimi dwene say you know what I didn't know you were 261 districts.
Okay.
Na aside regional hospitals na one regional there's so oba Eastern regional Koforidia Central Hospital and in the sebi your constituencies are under Eastern region 33 and in say obi ayare ewo fuase ayrebia na ye pe hospital kese amano akwa I was say edini fi ofuase ayrebi all the way to Koforidia.
Okay.
No. So I said now on solve and I didn't even find him kokolebu. So what I say? Mutina I was a district be etiminya ne health facility.
Enti o ka be say mo yebi.
Yeah bi pa.
Ghana for still
yes, I say what I say. Nini na echi no after 8 years no. Ghana for today. Defeat ayenya ekredin see that.
Okay.
Enti no man no ema o enka say egude na egu. Ne hia ne say you have to go down there. Speak with the people and understand. After 8 years, they want to kick a government out.
Okay. Chama, after 8 years today, I need to say, Mobasa in opposition 4 years because this is by a no much 4 years.
Debbie, then it brings us to the other parts of the analysis.
Okay.
Well, say, Abribiano, President Benyana, you'll be our ballot no supreme.
Okay.
Have you realized or studied that one too? Our political terrain is very interesting. And as I say, you know, yakoyenim, entino ye dosompa, ye sunyade pa. Obia we wini aye president or Ghana bia, e obia our ballot no so previously.
Okay.
What do I drink? Okay. Kufuor, how many times I try? 96
2000
96 I'm going 96 now 10 regions. Rawlings winning 9. Eastern region grow winning. Of course, ni enquire omufaso. Then they own him Bukata. It to try some near there. He won 9 regions. Yabemo MPP no. We came back in 2000 and won with 6 regions. From 1 to 6, they introduced a new candidate, Professor Mills.
Okay.
He went to me. You free honor, you're twice on. You be 2008. INDC for winning, Professor Mills winning. One baby free. He was a perennial candidate. I was also 52,000. So 2008, we introduced a new candidate. Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Nanado brought for any the way people were calling for him because of the human rights and political activism. People had known him, background and pedigree. Mekai, I am Swano. You do one late, pa. Now is your creator. Na Enkofu Jinem train. He's from the eastern region, so the support was there. Now you do one more. ECC, no more watching, and I call platform no so straight. Now your man microphone no start here. And yeah, bro, we obroni de pa. Waka me say na extra kwa. Ya te say nkofo bi omrante bi omu wechire. Na de waka ni na yentiase so ye beto ama o. Nini na chi. Ankoyi.
Okay.
Professor Mills ani ezo eboko breo. Menuanum amze me pa asumdue no nam from ante aziwo fie oye. When winning.
Okay.
Okay, you're very non content. 2016. Akufo-Addo Ansamba.
Okay.
Why not anybody? Enejo Mahama. Akuoko was known. He had been on the ballot, on the presidential ballots before Mahama. Ghanaians considered him.
Okay.
Any other man.
Okay.
2024, we introduced Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okay.
They don't even care why vice president pay. Because he been on the Mahama, he been on the Professor Mills.
Okay.
And for some reason,
okay,
we prosecuted the most vibrant campaign ever.
Okay.
Baby, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Isuomu, Ewiemu, Anopa, the Suom. Ninina. That's what she votes saying.
Okay.
2028. Enemy.
Okay.
Says statistics. Bribia. Yede Ebua am I decided on something.
Okay.
And he said the match ready be.
Okay.
2028. Definitely. The incumbent government is going to introduce a new candidate.
Okay.
Edinya obobo cry is laughable. I don't see anything presidential in Edinya Obubona. To say the yeno, ye baba. When we say Ghana for night to me bubodin.
Chama Basa would name say factors are Ghana for the Tuaba. The presidential candidates, are very important. Here. But there are a lot of factors. Presidential candidates, sometimes are in the party and the project, ebi no share economic factors, ebi no share tribal, ebi no share ethnicity, ebi no share party no more demo amabo twem.
Right.
There are a lot of factors.
Right.
And you build ya kosi say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia got that ballot paper ne soda. Whoever NDC didn't no automatically also move in 2028.
There have been not automatically. Once I can say multifaceted, a lot of factors like you said. But maybe first we started with a tradition generally. Party BR, and now we are dealing with personalities, those that have been on the ballot before. And also, no, who say, the BR will be our was open.
Okay.
Or the Wonya.
Okay.
You bet me, I share another factor.
Okay.
Now you the senior Ghana for but I can tell you, say, near ya kind ye, as anity. Near, I was here, this is what I told you. Say, I was here beside ye home. Obia or you're interested in politics. So yeah, political science students in Ghana. Now we interest of Ghana. That is something we have to be if I say dissecting, and we have to be studying.
Okay.
Then a Ghana for a share and sana omama third term.
I my next question I'm passing me bisa because I will share election 2024. Me home send this for almost 38, but the electoral commission website it's about 41 points, almost 42%.
Now say wow, Akuoko. I was say the electoral commission. I can 38 now. Can say this year. Oh, the baby Urumi and answer. I was say the electoral commission. I can. And then I was say catch them.
When we want to just the General Secretary of MPP, Justin Frempo Kodria, or should you my DAB live, or wherever he is. Chairman, Osia Moajo, and the Secretary, Yamao, also Wajo. Yaya had a bo and Numre, Annuncia Pausima, Adria, 7 Breno Cobat, Yadamasi Papa.
Major Kunkom, so Mechiano.
Monia Wanda, percentage Amunia or election 2024. Osha Electoral Commission website. And this is the almost similar 38, but Osha Electoral Commission official website. I mean, no, it's about 41 points. Do running it to the nearest point in decimal. Mathematics now. There's a winner by 42%. Election is 50 plus 1, and percentage in election no. Very critical because mbano bako na mbeke kabo.
Try my correct ones.
Jamai.
My correct ones. Elections results they are running awful. Decimal na mentionwa because
42
say the atian can say men kwan ko running up
42 no papa but
because plus 1 who here keke
Jamai do the 42% to 50.1 and a 50 plus 1 about you need about 8 to 9%. It's a number to me we need 2028 elections. As a party, we say we do more content pa. And I know Ekua party 24. I just say Adinkra bataya policy committee for communication technology and digital economy. We a key member. Obwa na moyen tutuye. As a political party, mutina say. Some factors are wabu there. I don't know the candidates yana or fresh or ballot paper and so ne whatever. Mutina say MPP. And they said, "Yeah, na mufi semu ye jumano." Then na ma mu timi di nkugo 2024. What are the factors be seen there? What na say dwen ho am kai say ah. Ade we dey anya ne ye. Nti going forward no. E be ye ni say ya ebebo. Mo hu problems no.
Oh, na I say we say high kwa. Me nye serial caller. We party penny meeting metna hana. Me keka enyama
me so party penny baby o ha mo fi say we dey Ghana for dey bufu na tutia if say ankoye e bi ni den
yenim say e abatwo ene koye we were hopeful say e be win and emano amayafa. Now we've gone back to the drawing board. Okay. Yeah, we've started rebuilding. Of course we will rebuild, and we have a solid presidential candidate. Okay. And build a party rebuilding be and say internal elections now you be new executives. Okay. That on its own rejuvenate the grassroots any base now another strategy and it's something that has been with us, and it's there'll always be a shadow leadership or a shadow cabinet, so to speak. Okay. Party and sector committees, policy committees. Okay. You come out with alternative policies to the Abine year, and also the Abino ebe falling under our sector na inkoyi, and you have to expose them. You have to let the whole Ghana know say nyomo ye di entry and in sector biya ewo ne die. I know sector ne ba kona I serve on as for communication, tech, and digital economy. Bibi abefa hobia no. And so we'll deal with it. Nini na kanwa party no build a bank kakra.
Remember my main questions no be so. I have some 3 critical questions. My name say party for a show no. My memo majobio Adinkra multimedia e New York. and enumere yesia mene chama Frank Antwi MPP New York chapter ono na ye omotitenani and mene no 18 komo me den de kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng and station no ye Adinkra multimedia New York and yatena sei chama o contest bio mo o election.
Yes.
Okay. Position be na o contest o de ukra na o pese o maintain ana o pe bibi foforo.
Ne me kura na mpanyifo bebre afra me.
Okay.
Na mpese nka me tu ana mo bi but mpanyifo ne me akasa kokuo m se me maintain mu biem. Na politics so the sa na ye no. Eya na mpre bia no. Ne beba abontin na obehunu no. Ya na ya hihye ewo demo deda ko party no mpanyifo de mpanyifo na ete party no enti no they will advise you ne mpanyifo behu ewo kire no wo no ebia wonye de unhu no enti no mpanyifo be frame no say yenim say o hwe unya ya be stay we know you energetic yenim say wo bo modern nemum ya bo position in there we need that energy here and the role New York chapter a play no dodo na feel say metina mu biemu na yemfam fight embra opposition na ebeboa me so Martin asopem ahombra sem
okay
magiatum so I'll go for re-election.
Okay na munya ballot ni bibia se bia oda number se because me say constituencies no my ballot na o my contest constituency chairman na executives no obi e ho ni position mo ade enye no ha ho
and then I can say na there was a little standoff between the NPP USA branch and Ghana. And you know, one say chapters and so chapters near under the branch.
Okay.
And you bet my baby, I just a branch, you know, am I hokwain. And a branch and so baby, I just a national am hokwain. And you know, now you're train, even though we were ready to conduct our election, you know, we needed the green light from the branch. Now a feina and rana emergency back meeting abrewe pumefi kwemu omode guidelines I was here the chapter elections in the branch at the aba and you know like I said ochina I will have leadership meeting na Monday there will be an emergency general meeting na yamo obi ehunu guidelines na bania there and then we take it out from there and obia ntiasie na bibia enye smooth na we need the energy to battle or to combat the NDC. We don't need the energy to fight amongst us.
Chairman, komobi kwaso MPP musesia da wakwa party penny sebi dom do di wachi. Is a question I'm asking you, and you are entitled to whatever opinion you want to share. Do you support secondly that Japan should be suspended from MPP?
Baby, I wanted it. On say there has been an official petition.
Okay.
Ako party mpanyifo enti no I was say mi jaima party mpanyifo no womo tenase na womo to adwene na womo ehwe say petition dia beto womo nim no if it has that merits na truly if there is an infringement on our constitution maybe on betimi agina so they take a decision and they will do that and intina womo anye no in Temoir. One say they're giving themselves 2 weeks. Now Martinez, now my intino. I cannot preempt the decision of the disciplinary committee. I was a metro.
Ebimo say Canada Japan a central fianuma. So fanwa wa for monsieur. Ujan and so weja isade. Ebino say the contribution to the party and in Niema wayeno. There are divided opinions. A bifi say what a party name or her party no. A business say one call. Was a petition necessary in the first place? Petition na be no de call say yen suspending no and yen china so no. Was it necessary? Looking at party and more power bar more building.
Obia one a fundamental human right.
Okay.
Ghana pay a constitution. Nipa ba ko pe kura bit my demonstration. Obeti my picket. And you know, say petition na kwa me nim one more the call me who petition but say a call official in a party as somewhere na say you know one more democratic rights as a party member say omo krano one more fa kwan paso e de near almost feel say almost contributed to the party. They offer democratic processes, the leadership. Sani was one yeno. Then you say almost the alcohol to IMPN. So they have employed the right process. Now party so say party a bet so said they will do the right thing. They will do what will benefit the entire party in general. And I don't think there will be egos. I don't think there will be any bits or jots of individuality enter the decision making process. No, because in any they will do the right thing. Now, the baby also no. A hokran in hear me. Decision be a bebano. It will bound on. It bounds on all members. Okay. It's part of your duties. Say decision at party no. You better take care at the national level. I will say promote it. You have to protect it. That has to be promulgated. You have to defend it. Okay. On kase the party in the abano. On a party in your drink. Okay. On no eba between you know. And yes, I need a party. Into no. Don't be baby ano. You be some.
Mami new free her and found from Frank Antwi as MPP, New York chapter chairman. Na me ma onkasa as individual. Personally, do you think candidate Japan should be suspended from MPP?
Personally,
yeah.
Media, politics is about numbers, like we always say.
Okay.
My principle, and I say, and I know a lot of people share in this one. What you have, you hold.
Okay.
And what you don't have, you work or intend to grab. However, numbers being so no more. It me negative, it me hard dream. And I know say in some say but you have to be careful how you deal with it. So it be a personal issue with the principal. And now all pushes agenda no. And you don't want to be carried along. You don't want to because with the domain you have to be careful.
Okay.
And now make say in say any banner over no one okay. Say infringe on the tenets of our principles and their
okay.
Now wajina no so ayeni was away. Aside that media and namakano, it's about numbers.
Okay.
What you don't have now what you have you hold. However, numbers be so to me negative.
Okay.
And you know auto one wa sheni na
okay. Chairman Frank Antwi, MPP New York chapter chairman, and Yenin Dinkomo, Adinkra political benches. So, your friend Kwabena, Akuoko, Kwarteng. This is your favorite political show. Meminda Bia Numre, Yebesim Kodra. Na Yedi Abrem. Obetime share our Facebook, Adinkra Multimedia New York. Na Unrian so and Yabi Ashe. Eti Meminda Numre Bia, Yensia. Na Yenin Drain or my Ghana and New York and Yenina Yabrabum and Sansama Akuoko so. Mamenko Facebook kakra na I de message kakra ba menkin kan kakra Emma Ebusiafo. Miami Nua MC OG. He is the chief executive producer for this show. Thank you very much, OG. Yadasi Numrei. And that's in your fosu Ajimai. I'll say Akuoko Memoakwaba. That is him so major super and me wa Kwame Ofori amanfo Kwame and also also my flowers and brain to Kwame yenso ye da say so we share live on Facebook Adinkra Multimedia New York obetumi de wadwen kire ene unsusue no aba ye bekenkan wa ha na ye de ama onyame ya adomo a enche na me ne chama na de enkomo no nyina eba awieye edi mayento aso emambate ye de aseda PSA ema do pay up and one say obey you so Adinkra promo code na wa download na bibia ay fine e de amao and ye wo bibi ko travel agency o se yan kan kire mo say opese otu kwan na bibia ukono kodu na ukodu koye nea opese wo ye na de wo ye no so wo ye mo wasomdwo da ma ho to na so babanya hode ye odwuma and one say wo de beda wo mo reservation and that's ticketing and we take it out of the aquarium see and the konya fe na me kodo airport no me take it no yes me din nim and me home gate and baby I make okra me nya baby and that debi Unya from 646-288-1559. 646-288-1959. Bibico Travel Agency 646-288-1959. Omo abeboa. Arcas Organic Mixture papa. Me majime die enti onso so frɛ number we sisia ne kwadwo die 9178363 155 9178363 155. And you want this South African food with the aduane nti no ane so be download app no na bibia ay kama ede amamo. Mene chairman Frank Antwi or MPP New York chapter chairman and eba MPP policy committee for communication technology digital economy or member and Adinkra maka chem say nyame adoma next week ne NDC New York chapter chairman enso besia na ebese de sha ase nkakrakra na ene ono so Adinkra ne ya hwe niema mampanyi dada mahama ba oye se ne ono so esi hu no ene de kakao chairman e hono me de nkomo no eba if you are to assess President Mahama 2024 and oba bemu year 2026 year July year ko if you are to assess him the major policies are omoka ho asem 24-hour economy youth employment and acquiring the big push and then niema omoka nyina if you are to assess him obama the percentage say so far if you me no e confirm me so obeka say
to be charitable with him. Any ubua me woman. Entino nka me man is 0 enye. Me man 30%.
30%.
Me man 30%.
They said the minister's appointment in Kwankra open so many be me man be 10 or 30% penalty man.
30%.
30%.
Say worry 30 say worry. 10 so say worry. But some man 30.
Reason is paying now the man 30%.
Na reason I mean I'll be saying. No. Kwesi Pratt. Ono wankadina. Ose on kanche no ni major na ni key policies promises are make you on the campaign trail. On chire no ba ko a wetimi achieve just one. Ebi na me so will be say just one. Obi an zo ntimi achieve na me a we it's totally zero. But then America no. Fede na eni obu ntino. Yempe 30 bi nhye ho ma no na wonfa nkofie. Na yanka se one no homoden because yeri na ye hwe no menua se uye ni yi a
kama wo hwe memo ato so memo justify why woman 30% but wo hwe big push so say soldier foi almost kwa normal clear from Kumasi to Accra na omoguso a omoye na no ko parliament o se Ghana mabunu enwuma omafa omama mabunu bebre enwuma omo ka ho asem mo hwe koko akuyafo a na no nra omo so mo release sika ya de kotu omo ka baby ana problems wa na Ghana for ka ho asem nyina no o so wo ye ho adba na no omo ensuo fa omo o so omo release ba be sika kakra ya omo de ko support omo ani ade until woman 30 no what is your justification then now obi bisa say then now until woman 30
the main campaign policy, even if it is a policy, which we believe was just a slogan, and a 24-hour economy.
And Gusitano, chairman, or the Honkrata, some yes, as you almost as ya, and I know Wakoka sword or central region, 24-hour market. I almost as ya, almost see.
Akuoko, that's I'm
just me some Upisa, Namesumi,
there be train. Or say to date, near wire. To date, near why may I say, and yan your baby. And that's not beside me. It is oh, yeah, paperwork. Here is the only results.
That's what I say. I can't sort almost. Yeah, almost market, no,
sir,
across all the 16 regions.
Agenda 111. 111. Baku crane one of my young cat sort 111 in yeah, commission. As some so move, be being one way. Now cat sort of nature is why baby. Entino Oba Bemu from January 2025 to date. Agenda 111. Besine Onwani key policy makers and as custodians of the policies, ministers They are not able to explain it to date. Me, I don't know how Ghanaians bought into that. Because some campaign to me explaining. Buy and so I did to me now moms still they cannot explain. After the agenda 111 market. The market is going to be everywhere.
24-hour economy.
Oh, sorry. 24-hour economy. Now, if you say a market.
Yeah.
The market market the crazy way. Time I can say you buy free SHS. I buy them. How long did it take us? I got for whom the free SHS started. So, and you know, they are almost close to 2 years. I'm buy them. Now say still. You find some 50% of you. Now say zero. Ni can order then away.
Okay.
After now over paperwork. Now time now one now okay can 24-hour economy, 24-hour economy. Okay can buy kuzitando. Sorry, yeah the a ministry of say agency in sharing insan.
Okay.
Nana. Ache.
Chama say nipa kra onyum na it take time kakra. Bosome 1 2 3 4 up to 9 months.
Well, okay. Say nyin sem one sem ye kan oni Ghana for nkoka. Enyamina me ba beche. Onko kan che Ghana for say. Onko kan che Ghana for say. Onko kan che Ghana for say. 24-hour economy no. Ogusu she ye fumencho ombe wono. Etri ye train. Yeah, train. That's a sign I can say in 9 months. The 24-hour economy they had 4 years in the bell now. Yeah, train. No problem. And I mean Baba account. Me the also me assessing I me say Freddie any ubuntu no me 30. But say me no okay. The key and major policies or bobo any na 0. You name no dia na wo ho na no kra no Baba say no.
Okay.
He doesn't fix anything. He just breaks. He just breaks. All money are from a buy no heading or you feel. Koko fuana omo ewo ni daso obaye when you be a man was and bono chrono. What's an about betisu him? Free SHS say what's saying why in the bazaar. So it's in that dear pan agenda 111. Was a to say in Tokwanka Kwakusi a ferry. Just continue. A gun is sick and the eye with the doing. Obaye because of policy controls. What a stingy government. Stingy government. I don't see they be an also control inflation. Tiana, I was say, oh yeah, Dre, no, sometimes it was oh yeah, you can see optimum growth. So contractionary fiscal policies now. Use no mind my head and then. Last 2 weeks I was in Ghana. Then. Yantori.
Okay.
Skebie crowd and
okay.
So I was so be economy.
Okay.
Ubie mua na sika konko fonsem. Sika konko fonsem and they will spend.
Okay.
Almost spending or people will produce more. We will also catch up.
But inflation is down. Inflation was 3%. I don't know, almost a call for almost 5%. So
okay, so I'm going to say, oh, you'll be out, or economics, I say, as a finance, I won't say inflation, any output, and inflation, any employment, inversely proportional.
Okay.
Target 1, because what target because
okay.
Into the open employment and as the open inflation. So
okay.
Open employment and open inflation. We almost someone of my catch was the inflation here and IED.
Okay.
So you can achieve single digits now open.
Okay.
But now what cripple the private sector, what cripple the entire economy. Young for be a German because one person be here. And where be no and it's a Garrett projector and in Suiri by they couldn't take measures. Sikadaho onto us. You are not paying contractors to work. You are not doing anything because super say we achieve single digit inflation. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Akuoko.
Okay. Chama, my next question, ensure a year the major city, war Ghana, Greater Accra. Kwaye afibia eba na yaka honsem. And I know they affect a lot of key people, including Mo Party. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Campaign Communication Director, Dennis Mirakraboaje, Mame Mana Adjo, na yɛn srɛ nyame sɛ ɔne ne nuanom ansa nneɛma affect wɔ mu nyinaa no yɛma ɔmo hyɛden including Niger Gezi asɔfo a ɛhwɛ wiem prophet for kum chacha nom ɛne wɔn ɛka ho nyinaa no it affected most of them political architect key people bebree affected wɔn chama wode wabɛtena kwantuo mu kakra woyɛ New York chairman edema MPP bibi wɔ hɔ ɛbɛtumi ayɛ afa ho and I blame politicians na yeah any day.
No, baby, or a bit my phone. Minia, may ye can't in
Honorable Muntaka say California cry Sikawa Hono at Torrentum to miss it.
It tells you how unserious sir leaders were on way. Clearly, they've thrown in the towel and they've just shredded their shoulders. You can't say in so year as me. I admire passionate because me matna tesa no pain.
Okay.
I me go school or datus. So na tesa no na niete.
Okay.
So tesa no.
Matna nkranka.
Matna nkranka. Okay.
Matna latabi okoshi. Matna matayiko. And Matana Mile 7 so kakra and Matata Hill so kakra.
Oh, okay.
And Tabora number 6 Matana kakra.
Okay.
Mame van to just say in Sweden nipa 34 and anaduma confirm say oma hu oma mu so oma wu but omo go so re omo ayira no nti ba choto aso.
Ne dikan omo a omo free mu na mabusuafo ya akọ. Eya emobo. Tesa no me baby ana ne yete. Near police station no echi.
Okay.
Enti ne yan ofi yemfia. Maybe at Tesano parking one.
Okay.
Ofi yemfia no we track railways no. Railways na eche yemu any alajo.
Okay.
Enti ne insuo yi bia.
Tesano ho na ofi ana uko Abeka Jansi, right?
Yeah, na uko Abeka Jansi.
Yeah, PSFM wono.
And we are the other side.
And I offer chile honzwa na alajo nso chile.
Yes, alajo abelempe any other.
You fa alajo ko pia abelempe.
Yes.
No wa wo mu hwa ko fa Chimota Forest ho. Na tse wa kwa na
no any dey na wo ko wachi o.
Say me.
Oh, okay. Alajo abelempe na ko fa jowulu ni ade wo abofu honum da se na wo ko. So insuo de eyiri me hu bi pen. Ye bia ba ye mfie pen. Ebi abayin fie pen enti no insuo tosa na etomre bi kra no insuo muna na dro na nkofo bompai pa nkofo bompai den ewo area mu ho senso tintini anim but kofo baaye no o start eye edwuma ewo ho pa I just say throughout kofo 10 or 8 years and shade ehunu baby sir and because of edwuma o ye enti no abanye ebeto aso ne ade no o man hyede ehunu bibisa ne oye ya ne say Odo River ene ade no omo drenche
okay
omo titim sa ne yenka no so omo titim enti no Akufuado ebaye no ono no ne ohun say you know what say ade we no e was say solving once and for all or employ Zoom Lion any other agencies they were helping went as far as engaging the World Bank to raise a facility for a project. I'm a friend of the Garrett project, our project, the most effective anti-flood, if I say mitigation measure.
Okay.
Abayin and Ghana are taking.
Okay.
Yeah, and I say you better prevent it, and I say you better unclog it, drains, now you better drench it. To say Odo na Achimota Abofu drains, and others North Kaneshi, South Kaneshi drains, any adin you be drain. And Juma na yeah. That is why one sheda hunu you start implementing our project way. One sheda hunu say in Suatuama a yiri say ama Franco Fuama dodo kra hwe omonkwa say properties near there because of this project. Now obaye no one say fiscal controls here are making.
Okay.
And you mean I make out. World Bank reports our release and an answer. Say see Canada ho they don't want to spend. say contractor buying any Zoom line work around ayebasa. We don't know. Omumpra or mine mubiem. Anka Zoom line for na say juma omede. Omoye. Entino abobo ya any idea gusu na mo mine bebre ni ade no han anko for the train baller. Omuwia no makoye long queue. Baby the kuku kra enye earmarked for that. No makwako tutu egu. Na Akuoko. Say uye say ya. Okay. You don't have control over water. You don't. And I should say that Greater Accra etie. I don't want to talk about its topology. Obienim. I know your excuse. Is
it attitude na? And I say a lack of proactiveness on the part of the government. Is it attitude na or lack of proactiveness on the part of the government?
Whether a attitude, whether a thing, leadership is cause. Every other thing a effect.
Okay.
And it's a attitude krana. Na say ope say o shape here na o correct near enkofo area. Say security ni bibia wo honewo. Ghana Education Service, Ministry of Education, Civic Education, so person would church and call for crying in a and I say, oh, enforce the law enforcement near there, law enforcement in Shonsa. And the identity now sign Baba because a lack of discipline. Lack of discipline, I want to inquire.
Okay.
No, maybe say, I'm going to say. Men are going to say be ato sachet bag and plastic bag ato baby into men are going to chino. I buy when I want coins so bit me I say and you did 2 minutes to amount. Why the excuses?
It is what to say almost say nsune yiri won kra no yemfa ho so bo nyina mo mampenya kufuado mampenyi dada ani Cecilia Banada pa because sika ye de baye under the project of Carrot and your friend Accra Greater Accra Resilient and Integrated Development was saying ko mo hwe no omo anhwe anye yemfa so bo ne mo a. How will you respond to that?
Medical culture say leadership air course near Kenina effect. I was expecting say Anka Obe Kasano, Obedi Kanaji Atum. Say near maybe what home was here, Abia, Yan in them.
Okay.
And I say Abamofanche. Then you empathize with the people.
Okay.
Now if you are work from and on and on go and be with the people. Once I offer the videos about people are lambasting him. Senka and you see Kakrani Yepeo. Even though we pay our taxes, and there should be some funds sitting somewhere, a bit in Yabua with relief near there.
Okay.
You have to come down with the people. I say, Obienye ye. Na, oti baby na ye. There, the yanko nipa. Nipa honwa rechiche.
Okay.
So, I know class went to me anye. Now people are sharing videos of Rollins time. And the cast of Rollins time, it is because that time, what I'm saying, Tessanontino, Alajo, any blame pay, any idea. Rollins will come down and walk in the waters with the people.
Okay.
Maybe I was so much drenched. No one can say, Kranima, near the Anokranango for the dinner them.
Okay.
And then the Yenya president, a bar, or no, the minister aviation president is where they Operium, or banana near air jet. No, yet, BBR, no, Namuim, or Namuim, no wash. Now, I will say, I didn't attitude now. Issue attitudinal issue near Soviet.
I say no person share situation no.
Person heard it.
Person assess sometimes also do any share send issue next year.
Tell we say attitude na say nipa na and nipa no worry.
Okay.
So we say kwa say on now no na kwatri o maso.
Okay.
When we say architectural, when we say engineering. As on also some can say engineering. And no can say engineering. Maybe be one more come the asem. Because now people are playing back on one voices in the videos.
Be a Samra worker say engineering no. Any dynamics and the workers and engineering no be an assessor.
Then assessor. Then assessor. On one eke kan fe no. Eke kan fe no no was nani su brain no wudi wanyanti no. So obe nam form na nkofo besu ana say nkofo be ka o madwen a kire no there bi. Eni obe fa wiem. so all the obi ntimi nka on stand dogbe and omte helicopter mu no omunam say so mon cause on omoko or befa from there be atwam omo dream on mine no ho na omo do amanfo na omo empathize with them. Dr. Baumia, he has shown leadership ehonmo nam sum onena pamfo church yankofo obi oni abam assigned relief materials akomanko voice all over nyame hia no baby o bia in neighbors na yenim say nyame ya domo 2029 so pebi beto egu on mine so na nyame ede Dr. Mahmoud Baumia aba beji Ghana fisa nkwaso aye tankomi
chama ede enkomo no eba awieye mame na omo ehwe wo Facebook na se papa share, we have a lot of people omo hwe dwumade numre Adinkra multimedia New York me de kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng chairman Frank Antwi and Adinkra chama executive no bebre show mbobo mu di ma me na chia na afedi odi betwa to e de ama ya hwefo numre na ye na omo se for their time omo ya de na holiday US July 4th ti ye nyina minim se omo ehwe no ya da omo sibio se the holiday ya na wada na sesansa na barbecue ne niema wo mti so obinya daje tena ho se ma menhwe kakra na ya da omo se executive na ehwe no bobo mudi kakra na tie omo mi na mkasa chama okra wa tie o ya ne hia pa
dini de me bo a wan ha na bia makoje bi mre no soko wa does, but what I would say is that I have been blessed and lucky to have worked with this fantastic and great leadership. I mean, who will be that? Bibia yetimi aye ewo chapter no aye omo muntia. Na mefa akwenya nso na mada omase. Say oma ho brase oma ho keka. Emre bia obe from bia no. Obeja no omo ye no mabeka ho no maye. Party who don't. Me do mase pan na mani so. Me say emre pemu no we will celebrate their successes and achievements. They've done a lot. Now me sanfaso and share my elders. Me they are my elders me ni omo ho agro. Me do mase pan na me patrons. The patrons and sympathizers na omo ya mo frɛ chairman ye pese be join any ade when akwenya na o hwɛ me a me ka say Sambra brana be register and I say August 15 New York chapter ye be a mega picnic ewo Prospect Park in Brooklyn yeni na ye ko
obi akono na obese obe join MPP wo studio have you BT also chairman kasa me there and MPP party no me condro se me de ho bebo mo is there any opportunity for those people who are America ha teach New York as be obe friend number be and obe office be to be part of team MPP mukwe
why not yende ye pedodo say dem kan na ye shiaw na pese o ye member and you say wa na yes ye pedodo ntino na yedremika na yedo
so I'm saying say be a number be or how
me ba board number say me explain process nke to be answer they say they want to make a choice say on principle I believe say what you have you hold what you don't have you work together however numbers be a negative how the ba be fra e betimi asay eniema entino eya na ye wo kwan ya ye screening say wo na me na wo hia obi no as me person me member e bia wo betimi am na form now I fail it, but so failure and you say no, I don't need to have a platform, so not just say, oh, you're a member. No, your was satellite platforms, your Bronx there, your Brooklyn there, your Bay ye now your membership driver, your church routine there. I say Brooklyn, your call ya, the money now be called Brooklyn satellite. So say Bronx, I remember Bronx satellite. So now you know more dinkita, hoa, copem timer. Ya church mu na matiase e hokra na bia onye ye hunipa na mo no person be fry mu na be hadwen you will be exposed over there we will know and then after that one other thing you have to do a climax or registration and say you have to show up in person and I say one of our online meetings at least once na ye hunu say okay en wampa and no cry say obi ni mo say bia onka ye ho na obeso obe fremu a oba meeting obe ho na wayi asutire na eno na amaye hu say after we na member wetu ya dues and bibia na yekoye ntine we have a number obetimi afre secretary number meaning say secretary Betty has said
number no my nti yedamase papa Adinkra multimedia New York any MPP New York chapter chairman Frank Antwi and Edin Komono chairman number na ready
your secretary number 646 474 1578 646 474 1578. Your friend is Tony or friend or be walk you through the process.
Chairman, ya fa obre no bebre ya na yetie for na yahwefo enumre we are grateful say osadaje na oba Adinkra political bench so ene ebedi nkomo nya odi twa to kra ade ama yahwefo
me the makai say few days and run say I'm saying two of my members, one elder Foster Sam Edin birthday openi we the mefa kwenya so na masan we show belated happy birthday say nyame nka ho oma wa wodin na ne awhwehwe bia na wabɔ ho mpae kokuam afia we remu yi under ne din kyerɛw ɛna remember ba Rita vibrant Rita nyame nka no so ho pa onka no on grand birthday and graduation na nyame nka no ho pa na mepɛsɛ me de ɛno etwa to na obi bia wenyamre ahwɛ afei na ya start dwumadie emrepemu ye besan hia wo question bia opese obisa you can go to Facebook and leave it over there. We'll find time and respond to it. And also wait me afre secretary Tony number no obema maswati na yedi nkomo na me nshamuni na me wish you be a happy 4th of July.
Okay. Na amote say ye no di nkomo nwumre ewo Adinkra multimedia New York chairman Frank Antwi MPP New York chapter chairman and enumre ye no bon nkomo no ye frame kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng on Adinkra political bench on behalf of my chief executive producer MCOG and enuanomo a enumre omo mo share ye wo Facebook ene o eka ho nyina no ye beda mase papa and the came of Kesben Media menu ya na me ne wo Kumasi Kesben TV Kesben FM Andy and so a bomichidomo studio papa mame manajo ene o eka ho nyina yada mo se ema mumo ene hwe na ye ka mo se memenda bia no ebo anwumre no nan kosi no nsi a ye be hia wedding Adinkra political bench so na ye de dwumadie no se ne sitie no ye de ahyehye so ama mame ntia Mohema Patricia o hwe e wo Canada obaba one nana kwame ne busuafo a mo hwe wo Canada nyina so edamase papa we are grateful for obia onya adaje anwumre ehwe dwumadie bi baby a wo bia no ye de twedi ampo nyame edase na se ne nyame de che ya ebesa so ahia on that note ankra to se enka nkyere mo se wonso mo ni nipa nti yemo a emaga na nyeye. Thank you very much yakramo.